Well, hello, happy Monday, and welcome to my bathroom. So here's what I'm going to do today. I don't know, can you tell that I only have one eye done? So I'm going to do the other eye and show you how to do that. So you can probably tell the eye with the makeup on it looks more open. And so that's how makeup can work. It helps things look more open. There are other things, of course, that it does. So here is my compact. The colors I'm using today are Candlelight, Cashmere Haze, and Merlot. So the Candlelight is my lightest shade. And I take that, and I always do it this way. Put it over the whole lid. Just kind of softly brushing that over the whole lid. Oops, and you know what? I forgot something. So I have the eye primer on, and my eyelids tend to be oily, and so I will use some of my translucent powder on top of the primer before putting my color on, and I forgot to do that just now. It probably won't make a difference as far as how it will stay on today, but I just take a little bit of the translucent powder and put that over it. All right, so back to the Candlelight. Do that over the whole lid. And then I take my Cashmere Haze. Now, sometimes I use a different brush, but today I'm using my all-over blending brush. And I just get a whole bunch of the Cashmere Haze on my brush. And I just start applying it. So I like to put it in the crease and above. I just kind of pat it, and then I get to where I will then kind of in a, what's that called? Windshield wiper motion, but softly. I want to be really gentle on your eyelid, but I like to get quite a bit of the color there. I love this Cashmere Haze because it goes with everything, and so I probably use it 3 or 4 days a week as my color right here. Okay, so I go pretty high up on the brow bone so that when my eye is open, you can see the color. I'm hoping the quality of this is good. We shall see. You can give your feedback below. Alright, so that looks like enough of that. And then what I do is I take, did I have a new one out? I use these little disposable sponges. And I just clean up the side a little bit. I don't want a lot of color down in the corner because it drags. It makes your eye look a little droopy. So you can see the other eye. I really don't have any color here. So I'm going to clean that up. And then that same brush, I just wipe it on a towel. So I find that having a towel I don't really care too much about, or you could do a dark color towel. I wipe off my brushes in between every application. All right, and then I'm going to use what's called our smudger brush and take a tiny, tiny bit of the Merlot. And what I do, in kind of a triangle shape right here. So this method that I learned not too long ago is called doing a cat eye. A cat ear. So kind of a triangle shape that helps to lift, make your eye look more lifted, your eyelid look more lifted. And so just a little triangle right in there of the Merlot. Now I have to tell you, it's really only been in about the last year or so that I have ventured into the realm of purples. Didn't used to like them on myself until I learned how to put them on myself to make them look nice. Okay, that looks pretty even. So I'm going to wipe that off on my towel and then take my blending brush and just blend the outer edges. If it gets to it's way too much, you can take a little bit of your lightest shade, so the Candlelight, and blend over it a little bit too. That looks pretty even. And then I take my sponge and just clean up that corner a little bit. And then what I like to do as well, when I'm finished applying eye colors, I'll take a little bit more of whatever I've put all over and do it in the, whoops, you probably can't see that, just in the center of my lid. Because sometimes when I do the second and third colors, it kind of washes that out a little bit, and I like to have that brightness in the center of my lid. Okay, there you go. And then to line. So I find that my eyeliner tends to wear away in this outer corner. So I take the translucent powder and I put it under my eye, right where I'm going to put the eyeliner. Just don't put it in your eye. Just right there. I use the liquid eyeliner on the top, and then I use the pencil on the bottom. This might be a little bit harder for you to see what I'm doing. I kind of turn it sideways. I love this liquid liner. Again, this was something new for me when this came out in the spring. I had not really used a liquid liner before, but what I discovered is don't try to draw a line. Just kind of pat it, kind of tap it down, turn it to the side, tap it down, and then as you get out to the end, to the corner of your eye, then I bring it up a little bit. I didn't do as much on the other side, did I? Or I could have, and it might have worn off already. I find that in general my eyeliner tends to wear away from the corner of my eye, no matter what I do, but these things help. All right, so there's the liquid on top, and then I take the black, just the black pencil, and do that on the bottom on top of where I did the powder. And this seems to stay pretty well with the powder under it, and then I do powder again on top of it. And this is creamy enough that if you needed to correct anything, you just do it with my ring finger. I always want to use your ring finger around the eyes because it's the gentlest, and the skin around the eyes is much more thin than the skin on the rest of your face. We want to be really gentle there. Okay, and then I've got more of the translucent powder that I put on the liner. Okay, all right, now for mascara. Get that out. So I like to use the lash primer. To me, it helps the mascara go on better, helps it to stay on better, and it kind of gives it a little bit of a curl when you do your mascara as well. So this is just clear, and so it's got a black and white brush, but the product is clear, and so you just put that on your lashes just like you would mascara. And I like to wiggle it back and forth, also known as zhishing. I have no idea if that's an actual word, but there you have it. Okay. Now generally, I don't have my hair fixed yet when I'm doing my makeup because my hair gets in the way. All right, then I do mascara. So what I'm using is our Lash Love Fanorama that was limited edition in the spring. This works with any of our mascaras. I do have some of these left. You can't really see that wand very well, but it's hourglass shaped, and so with this particular one where it's curved inward toward the brush, that's where you would start, and again wiggle as you're going out. Okay, there's gonna be mascara in my hair. And then what I do, because I like 2 coats of mascara, is after I've done both eyes one time, I brush my teeth. And then once my teeth are brushed, it's dry enough to do the other side. So we're gonna let that sit for just a minute. I've already done my cheek color. I've done everything except for lips. So it's probably not quite dry, but I'm going to go ahead and do another coat. Just goes on a little differently when the first coat is already dry. Again, my hair is going to be in the way. And then, once I'm done and that dries, so what I do before I do my eye makeup, first thing I do when I'm putting my makeup on, or skincare and makeup, I start with the eye primer on my eyelid. And I let that dry because I don't want any of the creams that I put on my face to affect how my eyeshadow stays on. So I do eye primer. Then I do the, tone correcting serum. I do that here and here to help with darker spots or uneven skin tone, so the tone correcting serum. And I like to alternate between face and eyes as things dry. So then I do the Repair, the Eye Renewal Cream under the eye, gently patting. And then by this point, I'm usually ready to work on my eyes. And so like I said, I use some of the translucent powder on my lid before I apply my eye color. I do my eye color and then eyeliner, and then after that, sometime in there, then I use the wrinkle filler. So something I recently learned, these little lines in between your eyebrows, they're called 11s. Totally makes sense, but I hadn't heard that until like maybe 5 or 6 months ago. So interesting. So the wrinkle filler I do there, and I do here. And I'm experimenting, well, I haven't been using it very long, and so I'm doing just one of the lines in my forehead to see how that works. And then after I've done that, then I do my day cream on my face and my neck and my chest, otherwise known as your décolleté. Okay, so eyeliner's dry, mascara is dry, and then what I do is, what did I do with my Q-tip? I take a Q-tip, well, let me grab one because we're in my bathroom, so I can just easily grab a Q-tip. And I take that and I clean up anywhere on my lid that the mascara should not be. And actually, I did a really good job today. I didn't get any up there. So what I find is it's much easier to get off when it's dry, and you can just gently rub, very gently, for it to come off. And as long as there's not a whole bunch, then it doesn't affect your eyeshadow. Eyeshadow stays on. The only mascara that doesn't work for is the waterproof. So that, if you make a mistake, you would want to clean that up pretty quickly. But I find all the others do much better, and they clean up much easier when they dry on the skin, and then you can just take that off. So, all right, so there you have it. That is how to make your eyes look more lifted when you apply your eyeshadow. So comment below with the word sparkle to be in this week's drawing. Okay, have a great day. See you soon.